My favorite book is The Hobbit, written by J.R.R. Tolkien. I had a difficult time settling on this book, not because I didn't like it, or because it was just not that good. It's because I love the book so much, but I also love three other books by J.R.R. Tolkien: The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. Those are the trilogy that follows this book. This book sets up that trilogy, and it's a wonderful story. Now, many of you have seen the movies that have been made of it, but this book contains just so much more. I certainly encourage you to read it. Bilbo is the main protagonist in this story. There is, however, an entire cast of other characters. The main character here is the Hobbit. Who is the Hobbit? Mr. Bilbo Baggins. Here's a large part of the cast of characters about which you would need to know to understand what's going on in the book. Of course, here's Bilbo Baggins right here, front and almost center. This is Thorin Oakenshield. He's the leader of the dwarves that are headed to Lonely Mountain to collect their gold and to take back their kingdom. The other dwarves are surrounding him. Of course, back over here is Gandalf the Grey. He is not a dwarf. But this collection of individuals consists of Bilbo, Thorin Oakenshield, and his company of dwarves. There are 13 total dwarves, including Thorin. So let's go to Thorin and count to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now to his right. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Mr. Bilbo Baggins made the 14th member of the party because Gandalf was not intending to stay with them through their entire adventure. There are many, many more characters involved in this story, but one of the most important is Gollum, also known as Smeagol. He plays an important role, although he's not introduced into the story where we see him as readers until fairly late in the story, given the importance that he plays. Let's take a look. This is a map of Middle-earth. To kind of orient you just a little bit, the Shire, right, Hobbiton, is right here on the map. They're going to have to travel through Bree. Right? Remember, they crossed through here. Well, remember, if you've watched the movie. If you read the book, you'll get it. They go to Bree. Then they end up in Rivendell. From Rivendell, they want to cross this range of mountains, and they're trying to get to the Lonely Mountain all the way over here. But you'll notice that this Mirkwood Forest lies in between. So they've got to get from Rivendell through the mountains, through the forest, and over to the Lonely Mountain. It is these adventures, as they go from the Shire and the Hobbiton, through Rivendell, through the mountains, through Mirkwood Forest, and to the Lonely Mountain, that make up this story. I highly encourage you to read it. It's a great book, even if you've seen the movie. There's so much the movie just couldn't include. Not because the movies were bad. They were very well done and pretty consistent to the book. But there's just so much more in the book. I hope you read it and enjoy it.